Good morning, everybody. On my way to work. I wanted to tell you how I had an experience that reminded me how you need to go to the maker, the manufacturer, when you need something reworked, redone, or repaired. Okay? And it reminded me of how we go to all these outside things instead of going to God for what it is that we actually need and for him to fix the things that we are struggling with. So let me share this story. I bought an iPad less than a year ago. Spent a pretty little penny on this iPad. It one day just stops charging. Now, the charger that I was using works because it works on other devices and it's, it works. So I'm like, okay, it can't be the charger. It has to be the iPad. So I go down to the mall so I can go into the Apple store, which was closed. So I decided, you know what? Let me just go to one of these little side, you get those electronic repair shops, like the phone repair. So I go in there. The man takes my iPad. He looks at it, plugs it all in, and he's like, oh, this is done. It's gone. The motherboard is gone. It's no good. It's never going to work. This can't be repaired. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, that's it. So I take my iPad back home, and as you know, it happens to be at my house, and I tell her what happened. And she's like, Mom, take your iPad to the actual Apple store. Do that. And I said, okay. So I go, she said, before you get rid of it, take it to the Apple store. So the next day, get up, go to the Apple store. When I get, now I'm praying, I'm like, Lord, listen, this iPad cost me a lot of money. Please let it be able to be repaired. All right. Let me just figure it out. I don't want to buy another one. So we take it to the Apple store. And when we get there, the man plugs it in and the battery signal, which I hadn't seen in the last week and a half, pops up. And he says, but there might be a little something wrong with your port because it's not recognizing the cord. I'm like, oh, okay. And so he says, come, we'll make you an appointment, come back. So I go back. The young lady pulls out her cord. She plugs it all in. It recognizes the cord. It plugs right in. And I'm like, but I have a charger and it works. She's like, it might be your box. It could be a number of different things. She says, but you probably should just buy you a new charger. You don't need a new iPad. And there's no repairs or anything that needs to happen. And so I said, okay. So she says, leave it plugged right here for a little while and let's see if it works. And it charges up. Okay, buy the charger, go home, gets 100% working like new. I share this story, you guys, because had I not went to the manufacturer, I would be spending another $1,500 on an iPad when all I had to do was go to the manufacturer to get it fixed. Moral of the story is, go to the manufacturer for your problems. God is waiting.